Hello, everybody, and welcome to Thermal Engineering Concept and the Principle channel. And Professor Ali Tarrad will accompany you through this part of geothermal energy application, and we will the flash steam thermal power plant technology. As we talked in the previous episode about another type, which was the dry steam geothermal power plants. So let us start this video and welcome again to your channel. This video uh, represents a follow-up to the previous episode for the types of geothermal power plants. The objectives of this episode will be the geothermal temperature profile, description, and its variation with depth of Earth. um, I will talk about the second type of uh, geothermal power plant, which is the flash steam geothermal uh, power plant. And then we will talk about the closure and the contents of this video. Now let us consider the geothermal energy and the temperature variation as we go deep in the ground. We may find this table in the open literature, which shows the variation of temperature with depth. For example, for depth between 10 meters up to 200 meters, then the temperature will be around 30 Celsius. If we go deep to 2.5 kilometer, then the temperature may range between 30 and 90 Celsius. And if we go more deeper in the ground, up to 5 kilometers, then the temperature will be more than 150 Celsius. Of course, this range of temperatures and depth gives a sort of guide to know about the temperature variation of Earth with depth. But again, it depends on the climate and the geological structure of Earth. There is a term called geothermal gradient, which refers to the average rate of temperature variation with depth. For example, in Europe, the geothermal gradient approaches 30 Celsius for each 1,000 meters. Of course, this is again a general guide. It depends on the earth where we are dealing with. For example, in Iraq, uh, some of the studies show that the temperature variation is around 21 Celsius per 1,000 meter, and maybe in other places you will find another value. So it depends on the climate and where we are treating these values for geological effect. The animated illustration for this type of geothermal power plant is shown in this illustration. As the name of the type of this power plant is the flash steam, and that means uh, we have hot water at a quiet high temperature, which is greater than 182 Celsius, and some experts and literature talks about a temperature which is around 190 Celsius to produce uh, electricity and the plant to be efficient enough. So the process starts from a production well where we have a temperature at high temperature, which we have mentioned is about 182 Celsius or greater than that. And it passes through, as it goes up, the pressure drops, and then a part of that water will be flashed into steam, and then it enters a flash tank. And in the flash tank, a separation process occurs that the brine will be accumulated at the bottom of that flash tank to be returned back to the injection well, or it may be used for external use, maybe to provide hot water. And the steam passes through the turbine, which is a part of Rankine cycle, which has been already described in the previous episode. And with the help of a generator, then we may convert the energy, which is the result of change of energy from the steam to rotation of the rotor and the blades. And at the end, with the aid of generator, we will get electricity which can be provided to the national network of electricity, or to be used for other objectives. Then the returned uh, water condensate is pumped to the injection well, and in that cycle we can change the energy to electricity. The flash steam geothermal power plant may use a single flash tank, as shown in this illustration. The water is withdrawn from underground, part of it evaporated, and then it has been separated in the separator to get the dry steam, and the dry steam continues its journey in the Rankine cycle, that it passes to a turbine where energy has been changed to electricity by the aid of generator, and then the steam at low pressure passes through a condenser, condensate, and then pumped by a pump and return back to the injection well. This is called single flash tank, and usually water is extracted from earth at a temperature which is usually higher than 182 Celsius. Now there is a possibility to use dual flash geothermal power plant where two separators at high pressure and low pressure are used. So the process starts from water withdrawn from Earth at temperature higher than 182 Celsius, passes through the first separator, which is the high pressure separator. The steam complete its journey to go to the high pressure stage of the turbine, and the brine is extracted. Then a process of expansion has to be done for this brine. Then we will get a steam which is uh, evaporated as a result of the expansion process, because in this case we are reducing the pressure. So this separator is called low pressure separator. The steam passes to the same turbine at the low pressure stage, or you may use another turbine at different pressure. So there is a possibility to use two turbines, and the brine complete its journey to go to the injection well. And the team again from these turbines, the high pressure stage and the low pressure stage passes through a condenser, condensed, and then pumped again to the injection well. And the condenser, uh, of course, needs cooling water, which is supplied from a cooling tower, river, or a lake. So in this way, we have two flash tanks, and we can extract energy. And usually, the dual flash geothermal power plants, if there is any possibility to be used, then we will get higher or efficient by a percent from when you compare it with the single type of flash geothermal power plants. Well, we have arrived at the last part of this video to talk about a closure for the contents of this episode. We have mentioned geothermal energy in power plants and how do they um, be used in uh, our modern technology to produce electricity. Flash steam geothermal plants, where we have described single dual flash geothermal energy power plant. And if you feel that this episode is useful to you, please subscribe, and I will see you in the near future, other episodes of the series on this channel. And bye bye.